Hello, I'm Darren, I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to do the free ups and the free downs for The Velvet Buzzsaw, directed by Dan Gilroy and starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, Toni Collette and Zaya Ashton, sorry if that last name is wrong. Of this quite a star-studded cast, it's easy to say she is the least known actress in this movie. The basic story here is we are in the art world, and when an unknown artist's work is discovered after his death, there seems to be a very sinister nature to his artwork that starts to consume the greedy within the art world. That's a very simple synopsis, so we're going to have a look at the free ups. Okay, the first one has to be the world building. Now we have Mort, who's the critic. We have Rahida, Rene Russo's character, is the creator site's gallery owner, who is like the biggest and brings all of the up and coming artists in. She gives all the youngsters a chance, including Josephina. We have Gretchen, which is Toni Collette, who has worked in a gallery and moves into buyer for expensive rich people. We then have rival curators and artists. So we have every type of person we need in this world, which I think is very important for this movie, because when we get into everything that happens, if it's just a random person entering it, it is not going to connect on the same level. The second thing about this movie that is good has got to be the performances, which are pretty much brilliant across the board. We know Jake Gyllenhaal can play slightly weird characters, and while the trailer makes him out to be completely bonkers, it is quite an eccentric look at an art critic. They're like, nope, yes, and the attitude toward people is how he can make and break careers, very important. We have the cutthroat character, which Rene Russo pulls off brilliantly, and we have Miss Ashton bringing in almost like the innocent one that gets easily taken into what could be hers if she gained power, along with Colette, who has a bit more fun than Hereditary character. Let's say she can't have less fun than Hereditary. But let's put it this way, it's how far she goes, and it's a complete change in what we've seen. She's a lot more bubbly, but also crazy in her own way, as most people are. They're all portrayed as slightly crazy in this movie. And the final one has got to be the artistic twist to the horror and everything. Now, I've seen art horrors before, I'm not going to lie, I've seen low budget ones, they've been very interesting, and the way that they bring out the horror is always very good. This one again doesn't hold back. Yes, we could have a little bit more, but we have some very interesting moments with the artwork, and that's all got to be praised. So that's the free ups. The free downs. Now this one was a bit more difficult to grab hold of anything truly bad. The first one is don't watch the trailer. The trailer gives away a very important death, which if you watch it in the movie becomes quite shocking, and the trailer just throws it out there, and it's sort of well over halfway into the movie that happens, and you're like, wow, well, that didn't surprise me. But when you've not seen the trailer, it is a surprising death. The second one is this movie does have John Malkovich in, playing an artist who is no longer as good as he used to be. Now this is John Malkovich, he's one of the best actors in the world. This movie barely uses him, he's in about 4 scenes, and I'm not sure why we got Malkovich for this. We could have got any actor. It's completely irrelevant, his part almost in this movie. And the final one I've got to put out there is, if you are not in the artistic world, you may not understand all the words and meanings between how they talk about the artwork. Again, this does come with the fact that we have to be consumed within this world building that they've created. But again, if you don't understand little elements, you will miss points. I probably will, because colours and art are definitely one of my weak points. But overall, this is sort of a visually brilliant horror movie that will leave you kind of shocked with what you see. The characters are people we completely can see in this world. We have to give a mention to the character of Coco, who just seems to be almost funny in this movie. I don't think she's meant to be, but everything that happens to her just seems to be quite funny, and how easily she can get a job in LA. I think it's LA, it might have been Miami. But otherwise, this is just one that will probably make you go, what have I seen? It won't be the scariest movie you've seen, but it won't be one of those crappy ones that comes out every month from Blumhouse, not mentioning names. Otherwise, I'm going to give this a solid 4 out of 5. I really think you should all get onto Netflix today to watch this movie and come and let me know what you think of it. I've been Darren, and I'm going to go and paint a masterpiece.